this guy, Stoneface, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter. Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And this one caught by Hunter over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Powering forward. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Working with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested, because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Escaping the pressure right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
it off out of the gun.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. The quick slant caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
It's kind of an interesting decision. 1-score game, 3rd quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. And here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game, and my team has a ton of confidence. If I don't get it, hey, I rely on my defense. And if somehow they go downfield on me and score, so be it. I want to be in control and in firm control right now.
And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put 3 on the board, but from that far into enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline and talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3, but they're going to file it away for the future.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the give, this is Washington. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
To throw on 2nd down, Russell. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They get to it for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now a give right side. Washington. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Right back to Washington. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. To throw. Russell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run. It's Washington. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the 1st.
Well-executed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, I know this will surprise you, but I've actually done a little bit of reading lately, and all the analytics say that you should go for it more on 4th down. I think someone has referred back to their analytics coach. Maybe he's got a pipeline into the booth because that was a really good play call.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
They run from the shotgun with Washington. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and goal, Washington. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
The extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. New York's offense back out there and set to go.
That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. Here it's 3rd and 3. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They almost gave it right back to him there with another interception of their own, and to be honest, he probably should have caught that and picked it off.
And he knows it, and he'll see it in film, and he'll see it in his dreams tonight when it's all said and done. But you almost felt like the excitement had been ramped up, and they were trying to get a big play right after that one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Russell, and he's going to get this inside the 30.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now here's a throw that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have taken the lead.
Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
3 yards remain for second down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I think they need to make sure they get together on that route because that's a curl, all right? Timing is everything.
That receiver anticipating turning around, having the ball already halfway there, threw it short. The Jets on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Throwing to start the drive. Russell dancing to his left. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, that play certainly felt like what I call a tendency breaker. 1st and 10, they dial up a draw play. That's not a normal situation, but give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and really finished off the play.
Second and 11 now. Now they'll run it on the toss.
This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Bills on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Russell. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turned. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
In the game thus far, the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw. Russell. Flushed out right. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Russell. And he's got his big tight end here. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. No dice for Sean McDermott in the offense. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So the Jets now down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Back to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 26. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.